What's up, gang? What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? It's your girl, Finance Muslima. What's going on? Tribe, what's going in? What's going on? I want to do a check in on this beautiful Saturday. I want to know how you guys are doing. We want to get some things popping. My name is Lucretia Thomas. I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. I am a licensed life insurance agent in the states of North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Georgia, and I am your financial coach. I am all things mindset and money. I have proven to have helped families, businesses, and people save everything from $50 a month to $300 a month. I've been helping business owners with LLCs, EINs, getting started with the bare basics of business credit. I am always a connector, no matter what state you're in. If you need a resource, if you need a link or a tool or something to get what you need, your girl is a connector. I am all things mindset and money. And I'm very proud to be able to put myself on the forefront consistently for you guys and come through these lives and always just give gems, give the education, tools, and things that you need to take action in your own life. I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. If you have not subscribed to the website, you can go to www.faithfamilyfinance.co and stay connected for free financial tips, freebies, giveaways, money challenges, cash apps, random cash apps, free gifts, gift cards, a lot of cheat sheets and how to's, financial planners, financial packages, all types of everything finance, everything mindset and money all around the board. Before I get started, so it's Saturday. Um, I'm in Charlotte. A couple days ago, I told you guys that I was in Philadelphia. I had to go home. It was snow, right? Really, really freezing cold, snow, nasty weather. So home back in Charlotte, and it's a dreary day all day today. So I was like, you know what? Now is the time I need to get up and get connected and tap in and maybe uplift some people and try to touch somebody who really needs me today. Because y'all know I always come through with a message. Always come through with a message. I'm like, I find the problems. I find and figure out the financial problems, questions, and concerns, and then I address them and give solutions. Shout out to a couple of purchases of mindset and money game planners from Philly the other day. Thank you guys so much for the support of that for the financial planners. I appreciate you guys a lot. And shout out to my girl Rachel. We met up and had lunch yesterday, Cheesecake Factory. She's really, really amazing. Really, really awesome. I love Rachel. So, guys, I'm not going to get into it, but I always tell y'all, especially on a private Facebook group, that first and foremost, my thing to help y'all and what I love to bring to my platform is the ability to give other women the opportunity to connect, build relationships with other women, and get what it is they need to help themselves or give something that they have to help somebody else in need. Because that's what it's about, leveraging relationships in life. We are on day 6 of financial planning, guys. Day 6. So, day 1, we talked about dreams and goals. We talked about dreams and goals, setting the target and how to set the target for your dreams and goals, short term, long term. We talking about the layout for your own personal finance strategy, and we talked about a cash flow summary, how to actually create your own cash flow strategy, and not just that, but on a deeper level of what a cash flow summary really consists of. And then we went on your monthly cash flow and that layout and what's that look like, because your daily weekly cash flow is definitely different from a monthly. And then yesterday we talked about debt management. That was a really, really good one. We talked about leveraging good and bad debt. What was the difference in good and bad debt? Interest rates, appreciate assets, depreciate assets. That was really great too. So today we're on six, day six. We're going to talk about proper protection for your family. We're going to talk about life insurance, proper protection for your family, life insurance, what it entails, what your life insurance agent may have told you to sell you, or what they may not have told you in order to sell you. And guys, when it comes to, got to be realistic and just say, when it comes to the sales industry, people, life insurance is a sales industry. Some people just sell, and they're going to use psychology. Mental psychology is definitely a part of the sales game. When it comes to me with the life insurance, I educate, I find out what the need is of the family or my client, and I give them options when I come back to the table. I don't work where I'm not affiliated with one specific company where I'm like, okay, every family they have to help is going to get this one product with this one company because that's what I bring to the table. No, that is not the case. And I'm going to tell you why it's not the case. And it's such a huge deal. When you're dealing with life insurance, if you have a life insurance agent or you run into somebody trying to offer you life insurance, and if you're not really educated or know what that entails, the bottom line is you want to make sure your agent has options for you to bring to the table. So I'm gonna give y'all some secrets or questions to ask them. If you don't get it from me, get it from somebody, right? So you want to know if that life insurance agent, first of all, make sure they're licensed in the state that you are in, that they're operating in. Secondly, make sure that they have options for you. So hey, what company do you work with? Are you with New York Life? Are you with Transamerica? Are you with Nationwide? Like ask them what company do they work for, and then get to feel them out and ask them questions and say, well, ask them how much life insurance do I need. So when we go into it, we tend to say, be like, well, I'm gonna get some life insurance. I just want to, I'm gonna get 20, 30,000. Some people say that because they feel like that's the amount they can afford at the time. Or some people say that because they might feel, I'm gonna just start here and eventually increase it later. But all in all, guys, let's be realistic. What can 20, 30,000 cover? If the bare minimum funeral is like a little over 15,000 right now, right? So ask your life insurance agents questions, and you always, always, always want them to be able to provide options for you. Don't let them stick you in that one product that one company they're affiliated with offers. Now, I'm going to give you all of the reasons why you should work with me, and I'll give you all of the reasons why. And that is because your life insurance agent should be able to give you options, and they should be able to give you education based on your family's needs. So if I'm finding out how can I help you with life insurance, I'm not comparing you to anybody else. It's not about me. It's solely about you and what you want your life insurance to do. So I need to know and ask questions, your personal questions. I need to know and ask in order to help you in the appropriate way, not to know your business, but to be able to help you in the appropriate best way that I can. And I would say the reason that you should hire me as your life insurance agent is because very well educated. I know how to bring options to the table. I build relationships with my clients. They're not just customers. Um, they keep their insurance year after year, so it always send me referrals. So that speaks for itself. Um, I don't work for one particular company. So I'm not like, okay, yeah, I'll come help you with life insurance. I'm with this company. This is what we have. This is what you need. I do not work with one specific company. I have access to literally over 100 insurance companies where I can go what's best for my client. What's best for my business owner client is not going to necessarily be what's best for my stay at home mom client or my corporate client that just works and doesn't have a side hustle or different stuff like that. Everybody is different. So no, I do not work for one specific company. I don't work for any company. I have the ability to bring my clients to whatever company I decide that see fit for them and their family. So that's the reason that you should hire me. That's like 300% leverage within itself. Um, yeah, so you know that whoever agent you work with, you need to make sure that they're able to give you options. And it's okay for people that just work, they may just be work with State Farm or something like that, right? State Farm have stipulations in their insurance policies. Just ask and know what it is you're getting yourself into. And most importantly, when you go into this, you got to think longevity. 10, 20 years from now. You should be thinking longevity when you talk life insurance. If you need a free life insurance quote or a homeowner's quote, a business insurance quote, you can contact me at www.faithfamilyfinance.co. Always, always, always free free life insurance quotes. Always, always free. So if you need a free life insurance quote, hit me up and I'll get that for you. So I'm gonna talk about proper protection today, day 6 of the financial planning that I'm on this month for Black History. I'm gonna break some things down and tell you what it entails, and then I want you guys to go back through and be able to watch this and figure out what's for you, because this is the thing, and this is very, very important. Good evening to you guys that's jumping on. Good evening. This is the thing that's very important when it comes to life insurance. This is 2021. What I want you guys to do is grasp behind the fact that this life insurance is not just for a death benefit. So when you think life insurance, I no longer want you to think, how much do I need to cover my family need to cover me in case I transition. I want you to start, when you say life insurance, I want you to start thinking generational wealth. When we say life insurance, I want you to start thinking cash accumulation, investing, because that's what the life insurance is. That's what it does. Before I dive into life insurance, if you guys don't know, can be started as young as 15 days old. You can start your child in a wealth building product as early as 15 days old. And get this right, I know a lot of families or a lot of people add their children onto their life insurance because sometimes it's less inexpensive, or that's just how they want to do it. They may think that the premium is too expensive for the child. Like, oh no, I don't want to take out all those policies, I'll just get one for me and I'll put the kids on it, right? I think that people do that because they're not educated and don't know what they're missing out on once they get their child their own personal life insurance. Have you been told what type of generational wealth and leverage you're creating for your child once you get them their own? And not even to mention that their premium is so inexpensive, it can't take away from the household. So I'm most certain that you can make way to afford it. Very, very inexpensive for little children. So we're going to talk about proper protection. I'm going to give you guys some things. You got a pen and a pad. You can write these down. I'm going to give you guys some things that you need to keep in mind when talking life insurance, when making a decision on life insurance. Six things. Six things that your life you keep in mind that you need that life insurance should be doing for you. So remember earlier when I said that people will be like, oh, I want 20, 30,000. I'll just start with that. Or, let me open a policy and get me something rolling. So if you are that person, I would say to you, what do you want your life insurance to do? What can you realistically do with $20,000 in life insurance? Not too much, but I'll give you the six things that it does, right? So life insurance is an income replacement. Life insurance is education funding. Life insurance is a disability fund. Life insurance is protection for your house, property protection. Life insurance is protection for your business. Life insurance can protect your business. Life insurance can build cash value within that policy as well. So that's six things that I gave you that life insurance should be used for. And whatever, however much coverage you have, you should make sure you have those things in it, or you have the appropriate policies placed out to be able to do what you want them to do for you. And then also, you should keep in mind as well with life insurance final expenses. Now, this is another part to it, your final expenses, which is your funeral expenses, your medical expenses that you're going to leave behind, your probate fees, and administration fees. So, final expenses, that's the second part. And then we have debt. So, if you're married, and you transition, your debt is going to automatically transfer to your spouse, whether they want it or not. That's just how it's going to go. So all in all, your life insurance is supposed to be enough in it to cover your debt. And when I say that, I say it to mean when okay, so I said asset protection. So say you just purchased a home, you have 300,000 left on your house. So you have a $300,000 mortgage right now, and you don't own the home yet because you're still paying on it, right? So if you transition, how what are your spouse or your children going to do with the home? Will they lose it? Will you leave it to your parents? What will you do and what will pay for it? Will the house just go down the drain that you worked for all of these years? And all of this money you saved up to get this house and everything you went through, will it just go down the drain after you transition? If you don't want that to happen, in order to protect the mortgage, you can take out a life insurance policy on the mortgage. It's called mortgage protection. So if you have 300,000 left on your mortgage, then you should open up a term policy for a 30-year fixed 300,000, and that premium is going to be based upon your age and your health. So life insurance is supposed to cover debt. Yes, you can do mortgage protection, settlements of individuals, loans of death, and you can do a consumer debt. So yes, life insurance is supposed to cover debt. You're supposed to have all of that in there. You're supposed to have taxes in there as well: property tax, income tax, and estate tax. And again, I'm going to tell you guys, each individual household will differ. Everybody is different. So I'm going to give y'all some numbers because we want to work some numbers and see how this thing really looks. Okay, so then I want you guys to know how much life insurance you need. You should have 10 times your annual household income. So 10 times your annual household income. I'm gonna go back to that and I'm gonna figure out the numbers for you guys based on a scenario. So when you say how much life insurance do I need, I'm going to tell you guys three things to keep into consideration to figure out how much you need. The first thing to keep into consideration is your age, your medical history, how many dependents you have, and your current income status, right? So if you're a person, you know, I'm not going to say older and sickly because we have a lot of millennials that get sick, or it don't matter. Like you be in your 20s and have diabetes, or something like that. So if you are a person, let's say 30 years old, and you have some various health issues going on, you may be a little overweight, you may be on insulin, you be a type 2 diabetic, and you might have high blood pressure, something like that, right? That type of person with that scenario, that's not good health. So if you know people like that, or if you are that person, I want you to understand and know that when you're trying to get a life insurance quote, it's going to be your premium is going to be more expensive. You're going to be able to get coverage. It might not be the amount you want, and it might not be the premium that you can afford every month. You probably have to decrease the death benefit in order sometimes to get a monthly premium you can afford. But the bottom line is the health of that person, of that example I gave, the health is not really good. So it's not so in that situation, the age is good, but the health isn't good. The medical condition isn't good. So it's going to increase the premium. And a lot of people may get frustrated when you deal with a life insurance agent and not really know what it entails. You may get a little frustrated because guess what? Us agents, we don't make that premium, that monthly premium price. We don't come up with that number of how much you're going to pay every month. You can't get mad at us. We don't do that. What we do is we have systems where we work with whatever company it is and say nationwide. If for instance, this person I'm talking about, right? So if I work with Nationwide and I wanted to try to go with Nationwide, I would put all of this client's information in a system, right? They will generate a premium. They have to do underwriting. The insurance company comes up with the monthly and annual premium. That's not done by the agent. And then another tip I'm gonna give you as well, you want to make sure that your agent know how to work for you with the insurance company. You have to make sure your agent is a person that does their due diligence and work with the company for you on your behalf. You should also make sure the agent that's helping you knows how to get stuff done. Because I know how to get stuff done, right? I get approvals. Look at my stories. If you're on my email list, you can see that I share results, right? I get approvals. I just got approval the other day. But one of my Philly friends, she's my friend, and now she just became a client, right? So I know how to get results. I know what company to go to. I know, I just know, and I know it from years of doing this, right? So you want to make sure your agent knows the appropriate company policies and places they want to go. Because if the agent doesn't know how to work for you as a client, and you are a person, for example, that have those medical issues, right? You're obese, you're type 2 diabetes, you're on insulin, even though you're only 30 years old, it's certain companies that your agent is supposed to go to get you covered for a fair premium versus other companies. So if that was my client with those health conditions, I wouldn't go to Nationwide to get coverage for her. So you have to make sure your agent. I would go to other companies that cover, specifically medical conditions and can get an approval. That's all it's about, right? You need to make sure your agent knows how to do their due diligence and work with, know what companies to go to, have access to multiple companies, and really know what they're doing working with these companies to do what they need to do for you. So I'm gonna figure out a number for you guys because I think I know for a fact the numbers are the most important thing. And I'd love to break down the numbers because you get a better visual and a better view of what this thing really looks like, right? So let's see. So your life insurance should be start out with 10 years of your annual household income. So I'm going to say, for example, I know a couple of days ago we was working with. I was using a scenario of a young lady that had $5,000 a month income. When we was doing cash flow, I talked about that. So let's use that scenario. I'm going to use that scenario of $5,704 a month. That's her monthly, right? So let's see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take it back farther than that because that was that client's monthly gross. Now I know that this client's annual income was $68,458. So the life insurance is going to be, what was her annual expenses? I can't remember if we did. Let me see if we did annual expenses, guys. Okay, so let's go back. It's the numbers are really light and they're not really fair to what a monthly expense really is. Because again, this was a military client and they don't really pay for much out of pocket. A lot of their living expenses are funded, but I'm still going to use this scenario. So 10 times your monthly household income, right? So her expenses. Okay, so she lived off 68,000 a month. So in order to find out how much insurance we need, we're going to times it. 68,458. 68,458. So she would do 68,000 a year. So we need to do times 10. 68,458. 10 years of her 10 years of this annual household income is $684,000. So you would need this particular person would need $684,000 bare minimum just to for life insurance. So your insurance should be 10 times your annual household income. And they do that because it's a way to figure out, get a starting point of how much you're going to need. So even though we live off of that particular amount of money every month now, that doesn't mean that we will be as we you have to keep consider inflation and how life is going to consistently shift down the line. But just to get that base number and a clear view of what we're really working with right now, we do 10 times the monthly income, 10 times the annual household income. So the annual household income was 68,000. We divided that by 10. We came up with 684,000. And that's a pretty good price because really depending on your age, I would say, if you're young and you're healthy, I would say shoot for a half a mil life insurance from the RIP, permanent coverage. Go ahead and lock that in, lock that premium in, and you're at that you're at that good medical health right now. I would say lock that premium now and don't wait until you're 40, 50 years old and try to open up a half a mil because guess what? The premium is going to be through the roof. So even at 40, 50 years old, you may be in good medical condition, but guess what? You're older now because you got to remember you got to take age into consideration too. So that would make the premium go even more expensive. So when you're trying to figure out how much you personally need in life insurance, you got to keep into consideration protecting your family, your final expenses, your debt, and your taxes. Four major topics to keep into consideration when figuring out how much you need for your personal life insurance. And if you need the in debt part of it, you can go back and watch it and how I broke it down. These tips will really help you figure out, where you're currently at, so you can get on the good foot to where you need to go. So I really, really, really hope that really helped you guys out. And again, even if it's not me as your life insurance agent, when picking a life insurance agent, when hiring a life insurance agent to get you a quote or you decide to work with them, make sure that you're asking them questions and they have the ability to work with multiple companies so that you can have options because options is the best thing. I give my clients options and they love it. You have to give people options. If you need a free life insurance quote, you can email me info@faithfamilyfinance.co. You can shoot me a DM or you can go to the website at www.faithfamilyfinance.co. If you have a friend or a family member or someone, a business bestie, tag them if they need some life insurance. And I'll definitely be happy and more than willing to help them figure out what they need for their family and what's best. Because I'm not a sales girl, I'm your education girl first. That's what differentiates me. So, as always, I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. Before I head out, y'all know what I like to tell y'all some money tips, right? Spend responsibly, keep track of your progress, pay your bills and stuff on time, and keep building your credit. You guys got to always keep those in mind. Always, always, always. Tomorrow is our self care Sundays, and I'm super excited about that. So it's Saturday night. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. But always keep in mind, like I say, keep in mind of those coins and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do and don't get sidetracked by the temporary fixes, right? www.faithfamilyfinance.co if you need a free life insurance quote or a free 30-minute discovery call. The financial planning package is $300. It's cut in half to 149 for Black History Month. We have like another 2 weeks or so after February the 27th at midnight is going back up to 300. So, if you know anybody need life insurance or you don't know what you need, you know you need something. I don't know what I have, but I need to go over and figure it out. Contact me and I will help you with that. Have a great night, guys.